But my Yahweh, I must go through Christ to get to the Creator. Blasphemy. So why you ended up in Egypt? Serving strange gods. This is how they set up Morocco and crossed out Tippecanoe, Tecumseh, and the prophet Titska Tahawa. Replaced them with their prophets. Got the Baphomet all upon you. Got the Baalus all upon you. The temple of Baal was shut down by Elijah. Mount Carmel, the holy mountain. Oh, looky here, another holy mountain in the same location. Morocco, right under the Great Lakes, while they migrate westward. Psalms 81. Psalms 82. HaWah stands in the congregation. HaWah of HaWah in the midst of the judges he judges. How long will you judge unjustly and respect the persons of the wicked? Judge the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and destitute. Rescue the poor and needy. Deliver them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither do they understand. They go about in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are moved. I said, you are godlike beings. What does it mean? Now, this is, go back to the top. It says, HaWah stands in the congregation of HaWah. In the midst of the judges, he judges. And then it starts with the judgment, right? How long will you judge unjustly? That's what HaWah is saying to the wicked, to the judicial systems. This is what he's talking about. How long will you judge unjustly and respect the persons of the wicked? And he's trying to let them know, judge the poor and the fatherless, do justice to the afflicted and destitute, rescue the poor and needy, deliver them out the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither do they understand. They go about in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are moved. You are godlike beings. And all of you, sons of the Most High, daughters of HaWah, nevertheless, you shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O HaWah, judge the earth, for you shall possess all nations. They fall like men, they die like princes. They are godlike, but they die like men. We just read in Psalms 81. You ain't listening. When you don't hearken, You don't walk in the Creator's ways. Although you are like HaWah, and although you are the sons and daughters of the Most High, look at us, man, dying like men, falling like one of the princes. What's a prince to a god, right? You're more worried about your princely titles than being the sons and daughters of HaWah. That's a higher title than your princes and princesses and queens and kings. You're playing pageant, your pageantry, being the son of HaWah, daughter of HaWah. You know, that's where the prestige comes into play. That's the priesthood. That's the Khan. Those are the great, what they call more, which means great. I want more rice cakes. I want more. I want a greater amount. There ain't no greater than the Most High. You have a natural inheritance as sons and daughters because that was given to you as an anointed tribe. You're supposed to be the saviors of the world. Through the code you keep, you can save everyone. But for you, HaWah is your only savior. Without that, we go about in darkness, and all the foundations of the earth are moved. Did you forget who you are? You've been dying so long you forgot who you are? Seeds of HaWah? But when you pop off, especially when you're out of code popping off, people get real antsy, man. People really start wanting what you got because they feel like, hey, here's an opportunity. Here's an opportunity to take what they got. Psalms 83, Song of Asaph, Psalm of Asaph. Oh, HaWah, keep not your silence, hold not your peace, be not still, HaWah, for your enemies, your haters, are in an uproar. And they that hate you have lifted up their head. See, when they hate on HaWah, they're hating on you, right? When they don't care about the creator, they don't care about the creator's seed. Sons and daughters, they want to smash you. They're like, where's your creator now? They want to smash us. They want to tear us to bits because, we were so protected here in the promised land. But you didn't want to listen, right? We didn't want to walk in HaWah's ways. We said, nah, we can bypass, we can circumvent that. We can just be great without our power because we're just so used to being great. Who needs it? We got power. Look how great we are. Even if we're half as great, we're still the greatest. Nah, man. Nah, man. Without your power, your enemies get in an uproar. They start talking about your wing wham, looking at you up and down like, where's your power? I mean, yeah, you're still powerful, but I think we got you now. I think you're right where we need to be. We still need to team up and make a super team and come on you, but I think it's possible that we can get you. Not us by ourselves. We're going to have to make some treaties, but after we make them treaties, we think we can get you. We're going to have to, poison you and get you sick first and then fight. We don't want to fight you at full power, of course. I mean, we are cowards, by the way, but, our cowardice is going to make us, make crafty counsels And then I think we can get you. But Naga, that's how powerful you are as treasured one. They hold crafty converse. They're having crafty conversations against Hawah's people, which lets you know Hawa has a people. Don't let them trick you into thinking it's just the God of the world and everyone's God is God. My God is your God and your God is my God. Managa, that's Christianity. That's universal. That's a universal poo sandwich. It ain't never rock like that. It's been tribal since day one. The fact that you're not thinking tribally, it means you've been invaded and brainwashed. And now don't separate from us. Why you taking it so serious? I wasn't supposed to be conquered forever, man. Only a conqueror wants you to forget about being conquered, loathe you back to sleep. Come on, brother. Learn some sciences, man. Nah, man. You've taken counsel against Hawa's treasured ones, and this is why we're here, searching for Dawi. Because this is a link into what happened. Once you KTC, once you keep the code and go directly to your creator, then you say, what happened? And you say, David's footprint is everywhere. And y'all don't like us talking David. You don't want to talk David and help us with our investigation, right? If anything, you want to throw a little, some shade and, do your thing. But no, you don't want to talk Preston, man. It's not in you. It's not for you to talk Preston. Preston is a frequency. You can read some books, but you're not gonna know where to go, what to connect, and the purpose behind it got to be pure water. It can't be so you could be hot because you got a hot topic. It can't be to show how smart you are. That can't be your purpose. You can't come into this press to flow with vanity. That's not how we got here. We got here by emptying our cup. We said, apparently we're supposed to be seeking. Apparently there's one shepherd. Apparently Dawi is being raised up again for Naga. Let's get it, man. We're talking about the treasure ones. This is Presta 85. We're talking, we're talking Naga talk, man. Because the only way Nagaville can survive is if the treasure ones are in code. So don't ever separate this investigation from the Code Keeper series, you know what I'm saying? From, the indigenous truth that we bring in, but it's always going to connect no matter how deep we go into, chronology and all these, histories you're bringing together. It comes back to the treasured ones, the Code Keepers, and coming back so we can have our own, one consent. They made one consent against a Naga. You got to make one consent to be in code with HaWah to break this spell. And we got to do it together. We need everybody on this, man.